Russia has taken a dramatic step that could send shockwaves through global fuel markets. Facing its worst fuel crunch in years, Moscow has temporarily banned diesel exports after relentless Ukrainian drone strikes crippled key oil refineries across the country. The export ban, which will remain in place until July 31st, is aimed at boosting domestic fuel supplies as long queues form at petrol stations and shortages spread across several Russian regions. Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak admitted the situation is becoming increasingly difficult, saying the government is taking emergency measures to stabilize the market. But how did Russia, one of the world's biggest energy exporters, end up facing a fuel shortage? The answer lies hundreds of kilometers behind the front lines. Ukraine has significantly intensified its long-range drone campaign, targeting Russia's oil refineries and energy infrastructure. Instead of focusing only on military bases, Kyiv is now striking facilities that generate billions of dollars in revenue for the Kremlin and keep Russia's war machine running. These repeated attacks have disrupted refining operations, reduced fuel production, and forced Moscow to prioritize domestic demand over international exports. Russia is even preparing to import fuel to meet its own needs, an extraordinary move for one of the world's largest energy producers. The impact is not limited to Russia. As the world's second-largest diesel exporter, Russia supplies major markets including Turkey, Brazil, and parts of North Africa. With those exports now restricted, buyers are scrambling to find alternative suppliers, pushing diesel prices sharply higher across Europe and global markets. Analysts warn that the timing couldn't be worse, with fuel supplies already under pressure due to recent geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. For Ukraine, these strikes demonstrate that even without matching Russia's military strength, it can inflict significant economic damage by targeting critical infrastructure. For Russia, the fuel crisis presents a new challenge, not just on the battlefield, but on the home front, where rising prices and fuel shortages could increase public pressure. As the war evolves, energy infrastructure has become one of the most important battlegrounds, and the consequences are no longer confined to Russia and Ukraine. They are now being felt across the global fuel market, with the potential to affect diesel prices, transportation costs, and inflation worldwide. The question now is whether this temporary export ban will stabilize Russia's domestic market or mark the beginning of an even deeper global energy crisis.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.